Welcome to Safety Training, Hospitality for Adecco, the world's largest staffing services company. You have already completed our general safety training course. This follow-on module covers additional information relevant specifically to associates working in the hospitality subsection of the service industry. Employee safety is our highest priority. After completing this module, you should be able to list the 5 most common types of associate injuries and best practices for preventing them. Describe the importance of personal protective equipment, or PPE, common to jobs in hospitality, and describe the specific safety guidelines to follow when working with equipment often used for jobs in hospitality.
Please note that for the remainder of this video, when we say Adecco, we are referring to the Adecco Group.
Let's start with a brief overview of some roles associates hold in the hospitality sector, along with some general safety protocols to follow at any work site. The hospitality sector is a large subsection within the service industry and is comprised of the following areas: food and beverage, travel and tourism, lodging and recreation. Our focus in this module is on service jobs for hotels and convention centers. Hotels and convention centers provide lodging and food services to customers and guests. Our associates hold various roles at these establishments, including door persons, front desk clerks, concierges, valets, housekeepers, laundry workers, chefs, prep cooks, dishwashers, waitstaff, and bartenders. Associates in the hospitality sector perform many manual tasks and operate various types of equipment. For example, associates might lift and carry luggage, park vehicles, or clean guest rooms. They might load washing machines, prepare food, clean pots and pans, along with many other guest services. These activities can lead to on-the-job injuries unless proper safety precautions are taken. To ensure associate safety, it is important to follow safety protocols and guidelines, such as following strategies to prevent on-site injuries, using equipment safely, and wearing personal protective equipment. Additionally, associates should be aware of emergency procedures and know how to respond in case of accident or injury. Regular safety training and communication can help prevent accidents and ensure a safe work environment. In this section, we'll explore some common associate injuries, as well as some strategies to keep yourself safe while on the job. The 5 most common types of associate injuries in the hospitality sector include musculoskeletal disorders, or MSDs, slips, trips, and falls, cuts and lacerations, contusions caused by being struck by or striking against objects, and workplace violence. Musculoskeletal disorders are injuries caused by wear and tear on the body's muscles, nerves, tendons, joints, cartilage, and spinal discs. Strategies for preventing MSDs include: use ergonomically designed tools and workstations where feasible. Ergonomics is the process of designing the workplace and job demands to match the physical capabilities of the worker. For example, housekeeping associates can use long-handled extender poles for cleaning tubs and showers, dusting furniture and fixtures over their heads, and cleaning hard-to-reach floor surfaces in the bathroom. Maintain postures that reduce physical stress on your body, especially while lifting and carrying heavy loads. Take stretch breaks before heavy work and after holding an awkward posture, such as lifting heavy luggage out of a guest's trunk. Stretching and flexing is also helpful after spending extended periods on repetitive tasks. Slips, trips, and falls can occur when working on wet surfaces or in cluttered work areas. Slips occur while walking when there is too little friction between your footwear and the floor surface because of a spill or some other hazard. Trips occur when your foot hits an object but your upper body keeps moving forward. Falls occur when you are too far off balance and gravity takes over and you fall to the ground. Strategies for preventing slips, trips, and falls include: clean floors and walkways regularly, particularly in lobby areas, kitchens, and public bathrooms, to keep them clean, dry, and free of clutter. Wear slip-resistant footwear. This is especially important for associates working in kitchens. Keep work areas well lit. Provide wet floor warning signs, and have a formal spill response plan to quickly clean up spills and keep walking and working surfaces in good condition. In the hospitality industry, cuts and lacerations are often caused by handling sharp knives and operating equipment, such as meat slicers and mandolins for thinly slicing vegetables. Strategies for preventing cuts and lacerations include: wear cut-resistant gloves, especially when using a sharp knife and cleaning the deli meat slicer. Be sure machine guards and shields are in place and not damaged prior to using equipment. Purchase pre-cut items to limit knife use for prep cooks. Implement a knife sharpening program. Dull blades require more force to cut food, which can lead to injury. Store knives properly, such as using a magnetic knife holder. Contusions are caused by forcible contact between an associate and an object or piece of equipment. Strategies for prevention include: store items properly on carts and shelves to prevent them from falling. Keep hands on the inside of handles when pushing housekeeping carts or luggage racks through tight areas and doorways. Wear proper personal protective equipment or PPE, such as work gloves when handling tools and equipment. Ensure that swinging kitchen doors are properly marked for waitstaff or have windows to see fellow associates clearly. Clear acts of violence from colleagues, customers, or guests, clients, and business associates do occur in the hospitality industry. Such actions include hitting, kicking, biting, threats, verbal abuse, and intimidation. Workplace violence incidents can be prevented by receiving training in diffusing or de-escalating potentially violent situations. This includes training on conflict resolution, informing associates of any risks of workplace violence, scheduling shifts so associates are not working alone. For jobs such as housekeeping, providing panic buttons that will signal an emergency warning to alert supervisors. A variety of personal protective equipment, or PPE, is used to help prevent illness and injury for associates working in hotels and convention centers. Different PPE is required for different jobs. While PPE is provided for you, it is your responsibility to ensure that your PPE is clean and well maintained, so it will do its job to help protect your health and safety. Gloves protect associates from chemical burns, cuts, and abrasions. Gloves allow for the handling of hazardous materials, chemicals, and tools without sacrificing the dexterity needed to perform work skillfully. However, not all gloves are the same. Different types of gloves are important for different types of jobs. Nitrile or latex gloves should be worn by housekeepers while cleaning rooms. Housekeepers must wear gloves while removing linens from beds, picking up towels, and cleaning bathrooms to protect themselves from contact with potentially infectious bodily fluids that can transmit disease. Chemical-resistant gloves should be used by anyone working with hazardous chemicals, including associates cleaning bathrooms, soiled linen, and dirty dishes. These gloves prevent chemicals from being absorbed through the skin, which can cause irritation. Cut-resistant gloves should be worn by food prep cooks and chefs while using knives. While no glove is ever cut-proof, they help to protect hands and fingers from cuts and abrasions when performing tasks with sharp tools, such as cutting food or cleaning blades on meat slicers or mandolins. Slip-resistant footwear helps to protect you from slips and falls. Their soles are typically made of rubber with unique tread patterns designed to grip wet, slick, or oily surfaces. Slip-resistant footwear provides a more stable work surface, especially for associates working in kitchens and on wet floors in bathrooms. Always wear proper eye protection when working around hazards such as chemicals, flying objects, or mechanical irritants, including dust. Face shields and sleeve protectors protect you from chemical splashes. A properly sized face shield should extend below your chin and above your eyes and should wrap around the sides of your face. Sleeve protectors can provide protection from corrosive chemicals touching your skin and causing chemical burns. Excessive noise exposure is the most common cause of hearing loss. To protect yourself, wear earplugs or earmuffs to dampen the noise caused by industrial equipment common to the hospitality industry. Wearing face masks may help prevent the spread of COVID-19 and other airborne illnesses. In this section, we'll review some common equipment used in the hospitality sector. Much of the equipment and machinery found in hotels and convention centers are similar to items you might use at home. However, many of these items are on a commercial scale due to their volume of use in lodging and food facilities. You should never operate any equipment unless you've been trained and authorized to do so. Some common pieces of equipment and machinery used in hotels and convention centers include the following: food and beverage departments use large mixers with rotating paddles and guards, sharp knives and cutlery, hot grills, ovens, and deep fryers, and commercial dishwashing equipment with hot water and chemical detergents. Laundry departments use commercial washing machines and dryers with moving parts. Housekeeping departments use heavy carts with supplies and linens, vacuum cleaners, mops, and cleaning chemicals. Engineering and maintenance departments might use hand tools, power tools, and ladders.
Let's do a short 5-question knowledge check. Question 1. Which of these injury types are common to the hospitality sector? Select all that apply. Asbestosis, workplace violence, cuts and lacerations, slips, trips, and falls. The correct answers are workplace violence, cuts and lacerations, slips, trips, and falls are all injury types common to the hospitality sector. Which of the following are manual tasks that hotel and convention center associates execute? Select all that apply. Lifting and carrying luggage, cooking, baking, and carrying trays of food, making beds and cleaning guest rooms, performing medical checks on guests. The correct answers are lifting and carrying luggage, cooking, baking, and carrying trays of food, and making beds and cleaning guest rooms are all manual tasks that hotel and convention center associates execute. True or false? Adecco associates in hospitality environments may only operate equipment they have been trained and authorized to operate. The correct answer is true. Associates in hospitality environments may only operate equipment after they've been trained and authorized to operate that equipment. True or false? Hazardous chemicals are not commonly found in the hospitality sector. The correct answer is false. Hazardous chemicals are found in virtually every workplace, including the hospitality sector. Which of the following are proper PPE or personal protective equipment for associates working in hotels and convention centers? Select all that apply. Cut-resistant gloves, N95 masks, slip-proof footwear, safety glasses. The correct answers are cut-resistant gloves, slip-proof footwear, and safety glasses are all proper PPE for associates working in hotels and convention centers. Thank you for completing this safety orientation. There are many additional safety concerns that are out of the scope of this orientation. You will receive additional training at the client site that is specific to the site and the job that you'll be completing. Your job safety is ultimately up to you. If you have a question about the safety of your job assignment or equipment, reach out to your Adecco representative or client supervisor.